They say war is the art of destruction, but sometimes war is the art of deception. What if I told you a dead body, not a real one, a fake corpse, helped decide the outcome of a real battle? And what if I told you this wasn't just trickery, but a strategy so cold, so calculated? It changed the course of history. The enemy was closing in. The odds were stacked. The soldiers were exhausted. The leaders were desperate. And then someone had an idea, a plan so bizarre. It sounds like something from a spy movie, a fake corpse, but not a joke, not a stunt, a weapon. And the battlefield became the stage. To understand this, we need to travel back to a time when war wasn't fought by drones, but by swords, spears, and human will. A time when information was scarce and rumours were weapons. The story begins with a general facing a nightmare scenario, outnumbered, outgunned, out of time. He had no choice but to use the one thing he still controlled: the enemy's perception. Here's where it gets strange. The general didn't send spies. He didn't bribe officials. He didn't launch a surprise attack. He did something far more cunning. He created a corpse, not a real one. A fake body, dressed in armour, lying in a field, with a message attached. A message the enemy would find and believe. Because in war, what you believe becomes real. The enemy finds the body. They see the armour, they see the blood. Then they see the note. A note claiming the general is dead, that the army is defeated, that morale has collapsed. Now the enemy is faced with a choice. Do we attack now, or do we wait? Because in war, timing is everything. The enemy assumes victory. They believe the battle is already won, and they relax. That's the moment the trap is sprung. The enemy lowers their guard. They move slower. They celebrate prematurely. And then the real army strikes, a counterattack, not from desperation, but from certainty, because the enemy is no longer expecting resistance. They are expecting surrender, and that is the most dangerous moment in any war. The battle is won, not through brute force, but through manipulation. The enemy's belief became their weakness, a fake corpse, a simple note. A battlefield turned into a stage, and the general, the mastermind, became a legend, not for his strength, but for his mind. Now, you might be asking, is this real? Did this actually happen? Yes, not always in the exact way Hollywood would tell it, but the concept is not fiction. Throughout history, armies have used deception to win. Fake camps, false retreats, phantom armies, and yes, fake corpses. Because war is not just about strength, it's about belief. And belief is a weapon. Here's why it works. Humans don't just react to facts, you know. They react to certainty. If you believe the enemy is weak, well, you act carelessly. But if you believe the enemy is strong, you hesitate. Deception, it really exploits that gap between truth and perception. And in war, that gap is where victory lives. So, what does this mean today? Well, the battlefield has changed, but the tactics remain the same. Fake news, misinformation, propaganda. A fake story can change a nation's mood. A fake report can alter the stock market. And, yeah, a fake video can even trigger a war. The weapon is no longer just a sword. It's information. And the fake corpse, it's evolved into something far more powerful. So, the next time you hear a story that seems too convenient, too perfect, too designed, ask yourself, who benefits from you believing it? What truth is being buried? And what battle are you being drawn into without knowing it? Because in war and in life, perception is power. And the most dangerous weapon is the one you never see coming. If you want more stories like this, of deception, strategy, and hidden history, hit subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what's the most shocking battle trick you've ever heard of?